Got it. Don't worry.
Quickish.
Women like it quick, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, so that's what I hear. They always say, "Oh, thank God," when it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably true.
Yeah. You were recording that, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's why I was saying it. Anyways, today with a speed round of the... Oh, sorry. Chuck, this is because... Here, how about now? Is that better?
Let's bring it a little bit closer.
All right, a little bit closer. Testing. 1 2 1 2.
That's really pretty decent.
Pretty
I think you need to bring it closer and just turn it down. So
I think you actually sound the worst now, Chuck.
Do I? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, with this ever smooth and quick intro, doing Speed Cascadia, it's the Vox Cascadia podcast coming at you fast as Lightning McQueen in that one movie he was in. A couple of movies, in fact.
The Cars universe is crazier than the 40K universe.
Yeah. Hitler was around in there. Like, what car was Hitler?
Yeah, I mean, he was a Volkswagen.
Volkswagen or like a BMW or something. Yeah,
he's Volkswagen. Yeah, come on, I don't know. Are there any Austrian car companies out there?
I'm sure there's got to be one.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll leave it in the comments, history buffs. So, welcome to the Vox Cascadia podcast. We're prepping for CRITCon, so we're going to be talking about CRITCon a little bit, as we have been for the last couple of weeks. And we're also going to talk about the little FAQ balanced data slate that dropped for World, and we'll see if this updates in the app here in a couple hours, right?
Tomorrow or yesterday, if you're listening to us.
Yep. So it's Tuesday night. We're recording this, and
hi, Zarin.
Hi, Zarin. Eager anticipation to see what we're going to be playing this weekend, actually, because we may be playing either playing the current rules or the World Championship updates. And if anybody bringing Scout Squad, they maybe don't even know what they're bringing. So,
yeah.
Yep. Well, before we get to that, though, I want to touch on a couple things real quick because that's what I do.
You touch things?
First, I touch things. Yeah. Can't wait to see you this weekend, buddy.
Glad I'm not staying with you.
Call back again to our video about hobby stuff. So Duckly, thank you for listening. And Duckly Grass Tuft Hater is back again. So we asked Duckly what they actually do with their bases. They said for 40K, they exclusively make their bases with lunar/asteroid theme or a Martian theme, and Age of Sigmar, my Skaven are pirate themed and have wooden plank bases. No grass for me, thanks. So
I mean, that's reasonable,
I respect that, but also you're wrong. I'm sorry. So
grass tufts are fun.
Grass tufts are amazing. So if I could make did we talk about making a merkin out of this? They're bringing those back. If I could make a grass tuft merkin.
What's a merkin?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You don't know what a merkin is?
No.
Yeah, no.
Just Google it. Save search off.
Merkin.
I'm a merkin.
Oh, right? I gotcha.
I mean, Kim Kardashian's bringing them back. Aren't you guys?
I don't really tune into the Kardashians. I don't catch up with them too often.
Yeah, I mean, Bush has always been in, right? Like, if you're daring enough, not a coward.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna make actually maybe that'll be my costume for the costume contest for CRITCon. I'll do the grass tuft merkin. Oh yeah,
I like it.
Don't like that one bit.
New bodysuit and just grass tufts.
Yeah. Also, I was talking to Sherdnick Nick the other day, Schnerdy, and he thinks we fucked up the naming convention with Killscream. He was wondering why it's Killscream 4, but it's only CRITCon 2. So I'm thinking we do it like the iOS, and we've got to iOS went from 18 to 26 all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have to change Killscream, or we'll have to make it like Killscream. Well,
it's gonna be the reboot. It's gonna be the reboot. Is what's gonna happen. This is Killscream. I mean, this is CRITCon 1. Let's be real. Last year was beta testing. This is the real thing.
I don't know. It sure as fuck felt like CRITCon 1 to me last year.
Right, so. It did, but this year's been a learning experience for sure.
I mean, I thought that we figured everything out last year, and I realized that I was wrong.
I didn't know anything last year. Is what I learned.
No, but I would like to say thank you, Tyler Welch and Jeremy Concert.
For sure.
Again, huge help this year.
Incredible. Thank you guys.
Yeah, they're the best.
So, but yeah, so how are we gonna? So if this is CRITCon 1, but this is Killscream 4, then what are we doing like Battlefield, where it's like
next year's Killscream V for victory?
It's just Killscream all over again. It's like a series reboot. Yeah,
like Call of Duty, where they went like Modern Warfare 2,
then Modern Warfare,
3,
or
then
like
Advanced Warfare, then Infinite Warfare,
You're
then
skipping
Modern
so
Warfare.
many games, Truck.
I'm
there's
not gonna
the
put
Black
the
Ops
Ghosts and
ones,
Black Ops and
you know.
shit in there. I'm just talking about
Well, you
mainline Modern
skipped
Warfare.
arguably one of the best ones.
I think Black Ops is mainline, like before.
Black Ops is not mainline.
No, it was. I mean, Infinity Ward was the original developer. They did the Modern Warfare series. Then Treyarch did Black Ops, and then they had to get into other studios because apparently making your employees work like 20 hours extra every week for like 12 weeks straight is not a good thing. Allegedly.
I mean, you could be working without pay. That's cool, right?
I mean, yeah, that'd be really uncool too.
I've really always been a Battlefield guy.
Yeah.
Call of Duty's never really captured my attention that much.
Yeah.
It's always been inferior in my opinion from day one.
OG Modern Warfare 2 though, that was the shit.
What?
I have played.
It was okay compared like to other games that were out.
It's just a different flavor. There, you can't like
good.
compare. I don't think you can compare the two. I think you have like Modern War or Battlefield is a warfare game, and I think this is like Battlefield is more like 40K where it's bigger battles, and Call of Duty is more like Kill Team where it's skirmish. Except Call of Duty sucks and Battlefield's better.
Well, I mean, at least back in the day, it was called an arcade shooter because it was like, or an arena shooter because you were in a limited map. Well, Battlefield.
That wasn't an arena shooter. Do not defame.
It was called an arcade shooter because it's like that same style that Halo was, where like Halo was like kind of that weird hybrid. Because especially like CE and 2, they had a lot of maps that feel like an old arcade shooter style game before they started to kind of like rein in what a console shooter style map would be like. But Battlefield always remained, a battlefield versus a set piece map.
Yeah, I remember the original Call of Duty set in World War II when that came out. Like that was pretty revolutionary. But like I don't know. As soon as multiplayer came out, like Battlefield, the original one, Battlefield Vietnam, like
1942 was the original one.
Yeah. I like they were all so good. Like, they were just like different. And then I was playing the original Counter-Strike, and the Counter-Strike 1.6. So like, I don't know, just Battlefield didn't do it for me.
Wait, you mean Call of Duty didn't do it?
Or Call of Duty, yeah, Call of Duty.
Gotcha. I was like, wait,
yeah, no.
I mean, I gotta get, as a kid that grew up with a console before I was, like PC gaming was especially much of a thing at that age for a kid. It was not really. It was like your older brother or your older cousin had a PC and that's how you'd play like Quake and Tribes, I think is the one game I played a ton of where it's like the three colors. Yeah, that game was fun, but I like haven't played it in years. But COD 4, like the original Modern Warfare, that game was fantastic because like everything you associate with like a console shooter came out with that game. Like the concept of kill streaks and credit class and perks and all that shit was revolutionized during that. So it was pretty cool to be in the prime Xbox Live era of gaming before Microsoft became inept, Sony stopped making games, and Nintendo's Nintendo. They're whatever in terms of console wars.
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed with the new Pokemon. I was looking forward to that. Big Pokemon fan, and it looks like underdeveloped, the new Legends, and I really like Legends Arceus. I thought it was fun. I was hoping to like see some of like those gameplay mechanics and like the mainline games come over. And like Legends Arceus, it all happens in the city. There's no real like dungeons or anything like that. Like it really looks like undercooked. So pretty disappointed. So you guys been playing any video games? I know you've been playing Battlefield 6, John.
Battlefield 6, yeah. I've been playing a fuck ton of
Connor?
Battlefield 6.
Nope. Not really.
Okay. I just got the last of the 3 front mission games. So that completes my collection for the Switch. So I'm pretty stoked about that.
I saw you posting about those. I have no idea what they are.
They're like
you're getting a motherboard so you can play Battlefield 6.
I bought a motherboard, okay, and some RAM, and like I got my SSDs ready to go. I found all my ones, and like then I'm like, and then I'm like, oh, I should just do a whole new build. We should just do a brand new build, and I should take my existing computer. I should move it out and hook it up to the TV and just have it be like a console for like couch games. And then I should do a whole brand new build. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm debating. I've been looking at cases, I have I got a pretty gnarly processor from a buddy, who didn't like his. He thought it was like, oh man, it's hard to cool. I'm like, okay, it can't be that hard. And apparently, it's pretty hard to cool.
Is it hard to cool?
Yeah, everyone's like, you're gonna need at least a 360 millimeter radiator, water cooled setup for this. And I'm like, cool. I was trying to do this like 240, or less. So I may I'm looking at options. I may undervolt it, but I like to do like really small computer builds. I'm like high energy efficiency, compact builds. So we'll see where this ends up.
That's a lot of words. I don't know any of that stuff. The last time I actually built a computer on my own, actually, I've never built a computer on my own. I had people smarter than me be like, buy these parts, and then I stood there and pat them on the back while they build it. My last computer build was actually, I think, is like 9 years old. My old PC. I just caved and got a used Mac from Jenna's work, and that's what I'm running the Kill Scream or Vox Cascadia on these days. So
okay.
You got to get it up and running. You got to squad up with me. I need some help.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Connor,
just
need your youthful aim.
I just got to make I used to build a new computer every single year, and I haven't built a new one in 7 years.
That's crazy, man.
Well, I would make money every time I'd build a computer.
I guess that's true.
So I'd build a computer, and then Black Friday would come around. Okay, and I'd go to the local store, Micro Center, and I would buy the newest, highest end parts. Then I'd sell my old stuff for a profit, because I'd get everything on such a discount. And so that was the gig for a while. So it was that was cool. I always had really nice PCs, and I haven't even wanted to really touch my PC too much. But now I'm wanting to get back into some gaming, this kind of reignited some fire in me for it. So
you just buy an Xbox, dude.
Fuck that.
Why,
I've been PC gaming since 2002.
You can put it on your TV. You're not gonna know the fucking difference. You can even hook a keyboard up here these days.
I will. But there's not even the same games available.
Yeah, what are you gonna play?
I like a lot of tactical RPGs that aren't available
on your Switch.
Yeah, but I can play those on my
his
my
PC too.
Just get a fucking console.
I have a Switch, I just maybe I'll get a PS5 if a good deal comes along.
I'm telling you, just Battlefield 6 on the Xbox. I got an Xbox Series X.
I'm not playing. You think I'm playing Battlefield with a fucking controller?
You can hook up.
You can plug in a keyboard and mouse these days.
Yeah,
wait,
Xbox,
what?
yeah, since
dude.
2018, it was actually a huge problem for a lot of ranked games like Siege and stuff, because then you could have people playing on an Xbox with a mouse and keyboard, and obviously that's a pretty distinct advantage in a game.
Yeah,
with flick aim like that.
Wait, you can so the whole time we were over at CRITCon, I could have just plugged in a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah,
I'm oh fuck, I had no clue. I didn't know that was even a thing.
You can. Yeah, it's got all the settings, all the same exact settings and stuff. I mean, it doesn't have some of the DLSS and shit. They don't have those settings, but all the mouse and keyboard stuff, you can just use mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna take my old PC and install the Steam OS on it, and then it's gonna be better than an Xbox. I already got that, and then I'm gonna build a new PC and have a really high end PC that I can run stuff
Great,
on.
just do it. Let's get shooting people.
I after CRITCon, that's really
So next week.
So I'll be ordering the rest of the stuff next week. So
okay. Speaking of CRITCon, CRITCon is
tomorrow when you're hearing this.
Pretty much, yeah. So doubles will be tomorrow. The Killscream 4 double golden ticket event will be 2 days from when this goes live, unless you're a Patreon, patreon.com/Vox Cascadia podcast. Thank you so much for listening early. We want to talk about we were thinking about show ideas, and Greg will get to Portland yesterday when you listen to this.
Hi, Greg.
Greg was saying why don't you guys talk about why you're gonna win CRITCon? And I was like, okay, that's an idea. But my part of me, like, there's a part of me that has to try and be humble with anything like that. Anytime, whether it's my sports teams, whether it's me playing Kill Team, whether it's in bed, I just got to be like, I'm going to lose. So I can't go into something thinking I'm going to win. That was a nice face. I can't go into something thinking that I'm going to win. So we asked the community, why are you going to lose? What's going to be the thing that takes you down and knocks you out of the golden ticket? So Zach started with it, and he said Zach and Sean actually are going to be streaming. By the way, we'll have links in the show notes. We're going to be able to be streaming doubles and the grand tournament, so you can, if you're not able to make it out to Portland this weekend, you can watch it live. Zach said one of my things was what took you down. So bad dice, off meta team, drank too much, didn't drink enough, Taco Bell breakfast. And Zach said Taco Bell breakfast is too real. So
why would that take you down? That empowers you.
I don't know. Some people have this. There's this myth about Taco Bell and it like destroying you. I don't know if it's like I've
never once experienced that, and I eat Taco Bell all the time.
Taco Bell doesn't affect the pure of heart. So,
yes.
If you're a good person, if you're clean in your soul and you're righteous and what you're doing, Taco Bell will not make you sick.
I'm pretty sure that's how you get into the gates of heaven. You're at the gates of heaven, and they give you a Taco Bell burrito, and if you can take it and not shit yourself, you get into heaven, and if not, you go to hell. That's a purity test.
Absolutely. I mean, really, if Taco Bell makes you shit yourself, you need to eat more fiber. Go get some Metamucil. If just some beans is doing that to you.
Zach said for what it's worth, both years at Tacoma I lost the same two people, Brandon Bean and Jimmy Kelly, both going to be at Killscreen, by the way, and that felt lucky.
We also had a late registration, Kellen Foster showing up.
I wonder if Kellen's just coming up with the Kelly crew, Kell team named after him, apparently, or does Kellen have a golden ticket yet, or is he trying to come another one of these California people coming up here to take our stuff?
Yeah, we'll see. Rufus has decided to join me.
Hi, Rufus.
Hello. He's So. I think he's coming up to. I don't know. He may have a golden ticket. He may just be coming up to enjoy himself at the best kill team tournament in the Pacific Northwest. So.
You mean the world?
World, yes. I mean, I'm trying to be humble. So.
No, fuck that. We brag about that. Sean actually said they've got a lucky avoiding Zach and playing Bean and having to play Bean in 2 years in a row at Tacoma, or actually at Killscream in Tacoma, I think so. Max said, well, I've spent the past month plus painting my Necrons to a really nice battle standard only for the league balance data slate to dumpster higher tech circle, so that's fun. I just don't want to embarrass and drag down my doubles partner. And so we'll find out in 6 hours from recording this whether or not if the higher tech circle are getting nerfed. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Hope somebody read up on them because I don't know anything about them.
I've never heard of them.
Kind of did.
Have you guys? I've never actually played them.
I've
never played against them.
Do you guys play Kill Team? You guys play Kill Team?
I've gotten more games in than you have this year, buddy.
I have not gotten many games in since like I said, scene down here has been devastated. I did get a game in a couple weeks ago against Tristan and Fabi where I got my ass kicked on both of them. So that was a good time. So.
Did you get that message? Actually, I signed up for Beans tournament next month.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I do not think I'm going to make it, most likely. So my girlfriend's wanting some attention after all of this work on Killscream and everything. So,
I mean, you got 3 weeks between then.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, I'm
she's still excited. I'm finally divorced. So.
Yeah, congratulations. Official of today, right?
Absolutely. Or it was technically yesterday, but
gotcha.
She got me a cake to celebrate and everything. So
saw that. That was pretty cool.
That was cute.
Connor, what's the thing that's gonna and part of this is just to get the bad vibes out there, so you can put it out in the universe and you don't have to worry about it actually happening. What would be the weird thing that took you down besides showing? I mean, at Tacoma, you showed up, you got the time wrong on day 2 when you were in the top 8 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So that was fine. I was only 3 minutes late.
Walking in at the start of your round.
Yeah.
with Jeshua.
Sauntering in. Yeah.
Yeah,
At the
well, that
kids'
was
table.
fine. As for this year, thankfully, I already had the crazy dice odds thing happen like last Friday, where I rolled 3. So I had my Nemesis Claw Screecher fighting a Nemesis Claw, so I can't reroll ones. And then I roll 3 dice. I just need a hit at all, pretty much. I roll 2 1s, so can't reroll those at all, and then 3 2s. Thankfully, I have Ceaseless. Reroll all 3 2s into 2s again. Which was crazy. That's a 1 in 50,000 chance, or 0.002%. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Otherwise, probably going up against the new Necron team. They're really good. I don't know what to do against them as Nemesis Claw. They scare me way more than any other team in the game does right now. And I guess just bribe my opponent to start throwing. And I don't have a job right now that pays me, so I can't bribe people much.
I mean, there's, other things.
Yeah, like a handshake. What was that?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like you just described my game against Fabi, basically, which caused me to replace my dice, as we discussed. I actually went and bought new dice mid game. So
that's what I did at LVO between rounds. I went and bought new dice from what's his head? Who's the dice guy?
The Baron.
The dice, yeah. I actually found some nice matte black orc dice that have been my go-to for the Rekkas. So I'm excited about the Rekka changes. We'll get to that in a little bit, though. So Alex, CS Pariah, said, I'm not very good at Kill Team yet, and I'm taking Vespids, despite the TOs announcing that fully half the boards will be close quarters. My goal is to go 2 and 4. So Vespids are pretty good these days, though, right? They've come up quite a bit. Extra operative. I think Alex, you'd be fine. So, let's see. Jeremy was saying, just giving some options here for what he wants to blame his downfall on, even though he's not going to be in the tournament. Jeremy Concert, who again, thank you so much. What about Taco Bell breakfast with a Baja Blast mixed drink, and that's what he can blame his downfall on. So,
like I said, weak. If Taco Bell's causing your downfall, you need to up your fiber intake, or maybe find God, or whatever Greater Spirit calls you.
Taco Bell seemed to be a big theme, and everybody kind of latched onto that one. Taco Bell breakfast before Kill Scream, CritCon is actually my go-to. So I last year every day I got the Crunch Wrap, the breakfast Crunch Wrap before coming to CritCon. So I will be doing the same this year. So Zarin said, at least my hotel is in the same building as the venue, RE Taco Bell breakfast. So, but I don't know. I think people gotta, people kind of poo-poo it. Tyler, you got Taco Bell breakfast recently, right?
I get Taco Bell at breakfast time, but not Taco Bell breakfast.
Why don't you get the breakfast stuff? Breakfast is the best meal.
The eggs there are 50-50 for me. Sometimes they upset my stomach, and then everything is sulfur.
Oh, so Taco Bell hurts you? Is that what you're saying?
Only the egg. The mainline Taco Bell. Like the real Taco Bell. Taco Bell breakfast is like that's like alternate timeline Taco Bell. I don't eat that stuff. Like eggs in general. That's why generally eggs are kind of iffy for me. It's not Taco Bell in particular eggs. It's all eggs. Airport eggs or hotel eggs. Never. I will fucking die.
You know what? When we went to I love that shit. We went to the Clash, the Cascade Clash, which actually is going on again next year. Little Bird told me the dates. I don't know if I can tell you them yet, but it's gonna be a nice tune-up for Adepticon. We'll just put it there. And we had the hotel breakfast every day, and I just that.
Those fake eggs worked out for you.
The steamer of fake eggs was fucking delicious. I loaded those up. So
nice.
But
yeah, I'll probably be rolling off of Dutch Brothers muffin and energy drink every morning, and then lunch. That's more like my speed.
Yeah, we gotta figure out what we're doing for lunch. So, and then finally, Sam. Actually, let's Tyler. Before we get to Sam, what would if you were playing in Killscream, which I'm a
Mhm.
little jealous actually of the people that get to play. I was thinking about it
For
tonight
real.
because
Yeah.
I
Thank you,
I'm
guys.
excited to host it and put it on, but also I really want to play Kill Team right now, and I haven't had some time, and I'm excited for CritCon to be done so I can play some more Kill Team. What would be the weird thing that took you out of Killscream if you were
Hmm.
playing?
It would be like drinking too much at the end of day one is most likely. So
beaning it.
yeah, I'm gonna be in it for sure.
That's what they call it, beaning it. Bean was what took me out of Killscream too. So yeah. And then Sam, who actually is playing with Max. I don't know if you guys put this together. It's we got Sam and Max. Tyler, you might remember that.
I saw that. That was I was gonna fucking compliment them on that incredible team name.
Connor's never fucking heard of it, have you?
No, he has no
I
fucking
didn't
clue.
know what the hell you're talking about.
LucasArts video game. Sam and Max
Adventure. Oh, they were so good.
Yeah. Tyler, did you ever play the old Indiana Jones point and click games?
Yeah. King's Quest, Space Quest.
Yeah.
You know, Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry. That was just was like
it was so bad. It was like honestly, but it was good like at the same time, you know.
Yeah, it was basically the Sears catalog of video games for for jerking off. Just look up Leisure Suit Larry sometime. It's just basically off-color jokes, and
it's like so bad. It is aged poorly.
I'm sure it's I can't even imagine now.
So. I can kind of tell already from the names of these games.
It's a sex adventure video game from the 80s and 90s when there really weren't. I think it was like one of the first ones, like other than like Custer's Revenge or some shit like that, you know.
I remember when because I played those games actually because I was a young pervert and I'm an old pervert. I remember when you won the game, they just had like a video of like a train going like in and out of a tunnel, but like not just it was like it was a time. It was a thing. Connor, we should find those and get those emulated and have you play through one of those.
I think they're on Good Old Games. So
actually, although the Indiana Jones, like the Fate of Atlantis, like that was a great game.
Dave of the Tentacle, you know, Monkey Island, like all those games.
Island, yeah.
Fucking.
They've actually remastered. Like I think the Monkey Island games have all been remastered too.
Yeah, I think Dave of the Tentacle has also. Grim Fandango. Oh, there's so many classic adventure games that are like really.
It's all just LucasArts and Sierra, right?
Yeah. I think like King's Quest and stuff like that was Sierra, and then like I think
Grim
like the better ones were
and Monkey Island. I think
LucasArts.
LucasArts. So, but Sam said back to why they're gonna be taken down to Kill Team. I expect to be brought down by not actually understanding the crit or tac ops, and by also having a single practice game into my team. I think he's bringing Canoptic Circle actually. So
okay. I mean, you know, like lean into the confusion, Sam, is all I can say. Like, if you don't know how to play your team, your opponent doesn't know how to play your team. So,
that's why people are gonna. We're trying to get the bad vibes out because we want just good vibes for this weekend. So
absolutely, it's gonna be an amazing time. I'm so excited. Like really, I'm looking forward to it. It feels like just so much hard work coming to fruition, you know. Like I'm stoked. I'm excited to spend this weekend with good friends, having a good time, you know, watching everyone roll dice, being jealous that I can't roll dice, but hanging out, you know, running the event.
If you need a good roll, you call me and I'll come roll for you though.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll probably curse your dice if you let me do that realistically, but like
I'll swear at your dice.
Yeah, but like you can go purchase new dice from one of our great vendors like Mindtaker Miniature.
Yeah. Mindtaker is actually going to have, so Mindtaker Miniatures, for those who don't know, my local store, they're literally like right there. All they do is, at least on the GW side, is used miniatures. And you can actually take your old miniatures in and trade them in for store credit. Mm-hmm. You can get a bunch of cool stuff from there. They're actually going to be at CritCon. They are vending again for the second year. And you're going to be able to, if you want to trade in your stuff, you can actually bring it in and normally you have to come to the store in Vancouver, but if you're going to be at CRITCon, you can bring in your stuff and they'll take it from you. They'll intake it, they'll assess it, and then they'll give you credit for it after a little while. And you can use it to buy other cool stuff. So you can find a lot of really neat stuff there, though.
Really cool stuff. And I think you can actually go to mindtaker.org and you can process an assessment of your stuff and all of that over the internet. So they're pretty great. So definitely worth supporting. You can get some super cool, super rare stuff for very reasonable prices, not the highway robbery eBay prices. So.
Yeah, I know I've told the story before, but like Tyler was up here and we had lunch one day and he happened to go into Mindtaker beforehand and found the fucking Inquisitor models.
Yep.
Found, like Eisenhorn and
fucking what is his name? Covenant. So like the 2 Inquisitors that are like named and have books about them. So
yeah,
like it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah. So, but let's talk about what might happen this weekend because we don't know. We got like 6 hours until we find out if the new Dataslate drops. But last week, one of the worst kept secrets, well, lately the worst kept secret from GW was the World Championships of Warhammer errata. So World Championships of Warhammer is coming up in the weekend of the 8th, I think, of November.
Yeah.
So GW on the down low sent out all the errata information that they were going to be running at the World Championships. And being that everybody at the World Championships was like on the up and up, it only took 12 hours for it to get to Reddit. So we all had this information, and GW did what GW does when something leaks is they then like a couple days later, they're 12 hours later after it went to Reddit, they're like, hey, by the way, here's this stuff.
Yep. Here it is officially for you guys to read.
So they said the balanced data slate is going to be dropping, I think, before Worlds. Mm-hmm. So Worlds is in like 3 weeks. So they gave this to the players ahead of time so they could see what they wanted to play and see what they wanted to do. And so we're going to take a look and see because this is some pretty big changes. This isn't one of those like kind of minor tweaks. There's some pretty solid changes.
Some real solid stuff. So
Connor, now I know what did you do to Games Workshop, by the way?
I don't know, man.
He stopped playing them is what he did. Like stop playing Hunter Clade, completely ignored them. And then he switched to a new team and got them nerfed down to Hunter Clade levels for us.
No, that's not even close to that.
Not quite. No, they're fine. But like that was unnecessary. They got fucking kicked in the nuts.
Yeah, the other team I was looking at got fucking obliterated with a fucking bomb. I don't even know, a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What happened to Warp Coven?
They're down. So the big nerf that really hurt, regardless, they can only bring 1 gunner now, which is a bit of a bummer because they don't have a ton of super scary shooting. So only either your minigun or your like super scary piercing flamer, only bring one of those kind of sucks. You used to be able to bring both of them. But what sucks far more than that is they're a 5 operative team now, which is crazy because their power level is not good enough to be a 5 operative team.
Yeah, I mean, like 5 operatives, if you're only taking Marines, you just gotta lean into Zangors more, right?
Sure, I guess, but it's not like Zangors are that good.
Well,
they're kind of better guardsmen. That's about it.
So you can take like 3 sorcerers and like 2 like
Zangors now? Yeah, 3 sorcerers and 2 rubrics, which wouldn't be that good beforehand. But
they did bump their wounds, though. They bumped them to 15 wounds.
14 to 15. That is not nearly enough for what that team needed. If you're going to make them a 5 operative team. Like, their sorcerers are scary, and the Boons of Tzeentch are good, but they're not like Ravener's level or Deathwatch level of power.
I don't know. I think the Warp Coven's been like consistently one of the best teams.
They have been, but even according to like actual Warp Coven people, they're like, this is pretty dramatic. And it's just the problem is like if they're gonna do a 5 operative team, I'd argue a couple of their buffs or the nerfs that they've received should be reversed. Like the Kopesh is going back to 5 dice and stuff like that because the team's really solid at shooting and tech, but they kind of just crumple in melee. And the other 5 operative teams are really good at both shooting and melee, or at least have ways to get around, like what are they called? The Tyranids can hide, so they're never getting shot at. And, what are they called? The Deathwatch are great at both shooting and melee and have healing up the ass. So I don't know. This kind of just shot him in the back of the head right before they get removed from the game for all intents and purposes. So, sorry, Warp Coven. My bad I even thought about touching you. I'm glad I didn't spend a bunch of time painting them up.
Well, Tyler, one of your babies got buffed back, right?
End of the Archon. Like they getting, they got their ceaseless back, and then they got a little buff on one of their ploys. Gives them a little bit extra range on their where they're in cover, right? Like, so they're harder to shoot now. So, which is always good.
What's that? The denizens of the night.
Absolutely.
So if they used to be if heavy cover was intervening, what does that one do actually? So
it gives them I think it's retain 2, right? On it. So, which is really good. I think that the really solid buff to them. I just want the pregame degenerate gambling back, please. So, like if one team can remove crit op from the game, like it should be them, or crit op, right?
They can move. There's ops. Well, I know you're excited for them, Tyler. Is there a team that you thought got hurt, got a little too much of the bad touch?
It is Nemesis Claw. Like, the nerf to Vox Scream I felt was a little too far. Like, reducing it to just visible would be fine, but like taking it to visible and then you have to roll wounds when there's other teams that have stuff like the no fun zone, or like we have got 2 teams with no fun zones. We've got 2 teams with like the Vox.
Yeah, delay your activation essentially. The Phobos and Death Watch.
That's basically as good as Vox Scream. It's like where you're using Vox Scream is like the first activation, turning point 2, generally, right?
So they changed it so it's use this firefly play when when an opponent would activate an enemy offer that's visible to Nemesis Claw, roll d6 and higher than their APL.
Yeah.
So you got to roll a 3, 4, 5, or 6 depending on the guy. If it's equal to or less than, it isn't used. The CP spent on it is refunded. You can't use it again during this turning point. But it doesn't have the additional. You can use it multiple times though. And it doesn't cost you more though now.
Sure, but it just might not work.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the gamble on it not working, like for a team like that, just feels really harsh.
Yeah, especially they've already gotten like 3 pretty substantial like decreases in the previous data slate. Like all those things aren't like game ending, but together they definitely hit the power of that team. And then it's just weird that this one is now like a gamble and not a consistent thing that you can deal with like all the other ones are.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I just think like visible would have been enough on there. So
it's just I like dice rolling, obviously, because we play Kill Team, but I'm tired of dice rolling being for things that just feel like they should be in the power budget of the team in the first place.
Well, I don't like dice rolling. I like Wreck-A Crew.
Yeah.
And I've kind of put the Wreck-A Crew away a little bit because I played the shit out of the Wreck-A Crew.
Well, you are the most orky guy around.
Orkiest guy, number something in the US. I haven't even looked at my rating lately, but probably got. Actually, I think Wreck-A Crew got top 3 or 4 at LVO, so I probably got bumped off. I think it was Mike Melton too, who was actually up there anyways. So I probably got bumped down a little bit. But Wreck-A Crew got a nice buff. So for their faction rule for tanked up, the one that used to give them an extra APL said the first time an operative performs, the engager performs either charge, shoot, fight, action, excluding guard. During each of its actions or counteractive actions, you add 1 to its APL. So it used to be just shoot, fight, but now you can actually charge someone, and by just charging, you get an APL or an extra APL. So I remember I played a game against Emily at the Mind Taker Madness one, and she just kept stunning me, and I would charge her, and she'd fall back with her Plague Marines, and fall back for 2 APL and still have a 3rd APL to shoot me. And I couldn't do anything because she stunned me with Cloud of Flies or whatever it is, it's Nurglings. And I couldn't do anything. So my Demolisher just basically sat there and just couldn't do shit. So This has been nice though, because now you get that APL when you actually charge, and it also works on counter actions too. So you could actually, if you shoot, so say you shot on a counteract, you could actually have a third APL going in the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm reading that.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Like everybody's for the longest time said that Rekkas need something to get an extra APL easier. I think this is a really nice change to them, and I'm actually kind of excited to see how it works out for them. So I want to actually run it back out again.
I think they're going to be really good now.
Yeah, and then they also the extra armor, which was the faction equipment previously, they gave you subtracted 1 from their move, and you got an extra wound. So you went from 12 to 13 and 14 to 15 on the boss. Now it actually just improves your save stat by 1, and so now everybody saves on 3s.
Okay,
that's
really good.
I think it's a lot more useful than the extra wound. I know people talk about the breakpoints of that, but like, in melee, it's not going to make a difference. But if you have if you're saving on 3s rather than 4s, that's going to change a lot of breakpoints anyways, because you're going to have a lot more saves.
Yeah. So I think it's good. I think it like balances out the team. I think like teams like Goremongers, and a few other teams like even were melee teams, but like they had a hard time overcoming those breakpoints, to be able to actually like kill, Wrecker Crew, if they had the extra armor. Whereas now they have like a better chance of killing them in melee, and Wrecker Crew still has like a little bit more durability that makes that piece of equipment really worthwhile.
Yeah, I think Wrecker Crew is just a super fun team, and now I think they're going to have a little more play too, which they hadn't been doing bad. And like I said, I think they were 4th at LVO or something like that. And let's see, so one of them there was one 9th place at LVO, and then I think somebody was higher than that too. But I think these are all just nice changes. That extra APL on the charges is just a see, 4th.
It just makes more sense too that they can charge and fight like essentially right away, because it was kind of weird that they couldn't if you had to open a door or something or tap a point first. Like, come on, let them fight. So it's cool that they can.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm interested to see what players better than me can do, but I'm still number 1 in the US. So
let's go, Chucky.
Oh yeah,
number 3 in the world. So
way to go.
Number 1 in your hearts.
Yeah,
so
you are.
Connor, what's another team? Tyler took one of your Nerf teams with Nemesis Claw. What's another team that you like or don't like what happened to them? And I'm gonna let the dog out while you're talking about that.
Who let the dogs out, Chuck? Team that got a change. That's pretty cool. Scouts got some buffs. That's nice. One of their ploys two of their ploys got combined into one, the gunfire and whatever the melee equivalent ambush. They're now 1. That's good, because it's kind of weird when you have 2 ploys that do the same thing, but you can't use them together. So that's nice. They got buffed with their dashing. Now it's on a D3, which again, I'm not a big fan of like dice roll instead of just knowing, but it went from 1 to D3. So that's pretty good.
It's number of people that can dash, though, right? Like it's not like how far you can do a dash.
Yeah, it's the amount of people. That's what I mean.
That's pretty solid. Like it's more than 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like that in context for it, even if I'm not a fan of just D3 for your ploys. They've got their hidden ploy, which is apparently just kind of what that ploy used to have, where you could dash and then change your order. The dashing is one ploy, and then the second one is changing your order. Also D3 operatives, but again, pretty cool because that works pretty well with ambush. You can swap someone back to conceal at the end of the turn. Crute are going to sue these guys, but they're neat. They got some buffs, I think, on their like gunners or something, or like the sniper doesn't have dash on his silent profile. Or doesn't have heavy. It's heavy dash now on the silent profile, so that's pretty nice for him. The team's is better overall, which is cool because I think scouts, as lame as I think the models are, I've seen a lot of really cool like conversions for them using like Xenos, and that's something I've had in my mind for a while, like doing Dinosaur Xenos with the Seraphons from AOS. So this gives me more reason to do that.
I think like you could do like the tall boy Botan as scout.
How tall is that? He might be way too tall.
Probably too big.
Yeah.
Do you think the tall boys are too tall?
I mean, they looked pretty like obviously
they're
next to dwarves, but they're tall. Here, let me scout.
Yeah, who can do an overlay? on this. We're a visual podcast.
Getting one right now.
Who has OBS can bring it up on the screen? We can go right here.
That's one thing, actually.
You know,
Post CRITCon, something that I'm looking at doing is figuring out how to expand the Vox Cascadia podcast so we can.
What are the tall?
Have more stuff.
If you know how to do that and you're listening to this, reach out.
They're a little bit taller than the
we'll
Scouts.
do a trade.
Not
send me a screenshot and I'll see if I can overlay it on the video.
Yeah, here you go. Thank you, Mini Compare.
Yeah, no fucking guarantees here because
we're not smart, and Chuck's got to deal with running a convention.
By the way, have you guys, speaking of like size, have you guys seen the girl on Instagram who prints out like the full size?
Oh yeah, she's doing like Horus now.
Yeah, she's doing Horus. She printed like a Space Marine, and it's it looks like it's the size of like if you've been to any of the Tacoma Opens or anything, it's the size of like a Terminator or the Space Marine. But now she's doing Horus, and it's going to be 10 feet tall. She printed out just like the leg. I can't remember her name.
No, she's all over the place.
Yeah,
so. Like pretty impressive stuff. Like. That she's doing so
more than one way. No, she printed a full-size Space Marine. She printed this guy General Grievous.
Okay,
cool here.
But yeah, there's the photo. They're a little bit taller than the Scouts. They could work. Mind you, I'm not a big Votan guy, but hey, if you like Votan, there you go. There's a conversion idea.
Yeah,
I thought you liked robots.
I mean, I'm all right with robots, but they don't really read as like robots, you know?
What do you mean? They read as robots more than like Skitarii do.
I mean, that's because Skitarii aren't robots.
Yeah, you're right. They're cyborgs.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know.
What's the difference between a robot and
a robot is built entirely from artificial parts. A cyborg is a human that then gets one. Like technically, not even joking, I am a cyborg by the definition. It's just I'm not a cool one. I just have a robotic part keeping me alive. Or like someone with a pacemaker is technically a cyborg. It's just not a fun one where you get a gun in your arm and you can shoot lasers and connect to the internet.
I think until you can like do like cool stuff with it, like other than not dying, you know, like it infers
like, hey, not dying's cool, but yeah, if I could also get like laser eyes or like
like a buzzsaw,
like Inspector Gadget shit, that would be pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's when I think cyborgs are real. Like, you know, like I accept that you are technically a cyborg. I'll give you that.
It's just like, not. I'm a really boring, lame ass cyborg.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, and I will not acknowledge you as a true cyborg until you have a buzz.
Well, I'm hoping that diabetes takes people's feet when they're old. So at some point, I'll just chop beneath my knees and give the metal ones like the Skitarii.
Yeah,
and I can hike and never complain again because then my legs won't get tired. I'd be a great marathon runner.
You get those like spring legs.
Yeah,
those are pretty cool.
But
like theoretically, I don't know. If you have those, let me know in the comments also.
Anyways, no, the tall Votan, they're cool, but I don't know. They're just the Votan aesthetic's not for me. I prefer far more the dwarf aesthetic from Necromunda, where it feels much more classical dwarf ideas of what you'd expect them to look like.
Interesting take coming from someone who likes aggressors. So.
I mean, yeah. Listen, as I say every time, at the time when I got into this hobby in 2020, aggressors, even basic intercessors, towered over Terminators. And if we're supposed to be badass models, I'm like, they don't look badass at all. They look little wimpy shrimps. I'm glad they got new models. I'm glad people like them. I think the Chaos ones and a lot of the cool Heresy ones look great, but I just think the Indomitus pattern, or whatever they're called, just aren't that cool looking. They just look like elephants, and not even cool ones like the Chaos ones do. Agree? Yeah.
Her name is the Imperial Saint, or her name's Doris. She's the Imperial Saint, I think is what it is. I sent you the Reddit link to how fucking big this is if you guys haven't seen this. Also, apparently she's got an OnlyFans, and if I subscribe to that, it's just for research.
She has an... Damn it. That's odd. I don't know. I mean, you do you, but it's just one of the...
money, girl.
Yeah, get that money. It's just one of those things I'm like, is this all just a ploy for...
Vox Cascadia podcast, so I can subscribe to that OnlyFans, so I can just for research.
Yeah.
What? Jenna doesn't listen anymore. It's fine.
Great.
I don't know. She reacted to my CritCon post today, I think. So, or like about how many people were registered for Killscream. So, you better watch out, buddy. She's lurking.
Yeah, Chuck's going to be in the doghouse.
Jenna doesn't listen anymore. It's fine. And don't you all narc on me.
I wouldn't.
No, but actually the 3D print is pretty amazing. So I'm not gonna pay for OnlyFans. I'll find somebody who paid for it already and get it for free. So
I mean, like if you're gonna support ethically. So this is the day and age we live in.
I'm only gonna support for like 30 seconds though. So do I really have to pay for it?
Yeah, so you got to support small content creators. Like what if everyone who listened to us for 30 seconds gave us some money? Like think of the world, how much of a better place it would be.
I mean, if they listen to it for 30 seconds, like I'm going to lison to her, that's fine. They can.
Jesus Christ, Chuck. We're going to have to cut all of this.
No, we're not.
You're going to get us canceled.
This is mild compared to some of the shit we've said. Also, some of the shit you said in the fucking after show.
That's the after show. That's allowed there.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Vox Cascadia podcast.
Yeah, you get more of this, a little unhinged.
Also, the after show stuff is just making fun of myself, not other people.
I don't know.
Like I said, support small content creators. So.
Yeah. Tyler, is there another team that you liked? We're not going to go through all of them. If you want to go through all of them, so people smarter than us did.
I don't like any of the other teams.
No, I like the Rattlings. I think the Rattlings thing is cool. They can Scarper every activation now, so they're going to be fast as fuck, boy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I honestly, I haven't kept up too much on what all the changes were. I looked through a couple of my favorite teams and left it there. So
both the Dwarfs got buffs. Sanctifier's got a nerf for something. Caster King got buffed. Let's go, Chuck.
Yeah, I got to figure out. So actually, Caster can do so. Their firefight play sees the initiative at the start. Uses at the start of the firefight phase. One friendly Casterkin operative can immediately perform a 1 AP action for free, but cannot move during that action. You cannot use this play if you're the player with initiative. So if you lose initiative, you can shoot or tap a point or you just anything but move. So that's pretty sick. Cover retreat. You can. Let's see. You don't have to be readied to do relevant part of the change within 6 inches of another ready friendly. They took out the ready part, so you can have somebody shoot when you fall back. They don't even have to be readied, which is nice. Yeah. No, they've got a couple of things. Relics Acadia, one of their faction equipment. So when they're fighting, shooting, or retaliating, if you roll 2 or more fails, I think you can discard one. It's a purity seal, I think. So, might have to bring out Casterkin, and honestly, though, I want to play Aquilons if I'm going to play a team like that.
That's fair. That's fair. Aquilons look more fun than Casterkin. Just a lot more movement. You get to drop the robot, and it gets to be annoying. Like, better. Not like if you like Casterkin, that's cool. But
speaking of annoying robots, Higher Tech Circle. Do you guys see the changes on those, Connor? Did you see what's going on in Higher Tech Circle? I know you got a tournament this weekend. You're going for a golden ticket. You're steady.
Yeah, definitely. They got nerfed. They essentially count as 5 operatives. The little bugs don't count anymore. That's cool. It lines up with Kinetic Circle. And then now they count for kill op, and if they stay, even if they revive, the point's still there. I believe there is some confusion as to whether or not if you kill the guy that just got res, that also counts for kill op. I think if you play like that, you're a dickhead. Don't be an asshole. Killing a 1 health model doesn't count. Sure, rules is written, but you're a dickhead. Don't do that.
No, I think I was listening to Squad Games today, and they were talking about how you just basically it's like World of Warcraft. You can just camp people now.
Yeah.
So you just sit there, and if they res the guy, you can just nuke him again.
Yeah, that's stupid. Don't be a dickhead. But no, that's cool. The team got some nerfs. Maybe some people say they're dead in the water now, but hey, if you're a higher tech player, you're used to that. They go from completely dog water to completely broken within a minute, it seems. And you got a new Necron team to play that's broken as shit. So there's that.
Yeah, well, that's speaking of the new broken Necron team, Canoptic Circle. They took away the ability to heal 75 times a turn. So
that's good. Nice. So hopefully that's nice because that was getting house ruled everywhere pretty much. Because healing, what was it? A total of, I want to say like 11 or 12 D3 in a turn potentially on the same target might be a little good.
Yeah, just a little overpowered, right?
Yeah,
I think
No problem.
mind you would have to do a lot of resources to heal that much, but still, you could in theory heal someone 7 D3 with minimal investment. So yeah, that's a good change.
Yeah, from John Reese's LVO run, he said that his leader had at one game like 54 wounds or something from being healed a bunch.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Somebody mentioned too that what you could do is you could actually, like, if you have one of the big chunky boys with 21 wounds next to your leader, you could get down Mr. President them. So they take the wounds from your leader being shot, and then you just heal them over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So
stupid.
Also, Dimensional Banishment, that's got kind of a buff.
Yeah.
So you can't, because you used to be able to medic res, like you could send somebody to the Shadow Realm, and
they'd be like, "Wait, Jim, no!" and grab him by the hand and pull most of Jim back through. Or now you don't get
Felgar Ravagers.
Yeah, Ravagers just go down, which, like, I don't know if the team needed a buff, but it makes sense that a thing that's called Dimensional Banishment can't get canceled out by a medic, or I'm just too angry to die.
Yeah. So I think Goat's got a little bit of a nerf too. While we're on the topic of them, they when they're frenzied now, you can't do any of your cool shit. So
like on the data
none of your
card?
special actions.
Ooh.
yeah. And you also can't do, if your leader's frenzied, you can't do Call the Attack. So, but you used to be able to do any of your 1 AP actions, the unique stuff. But now if you're frenzied, you can't. So
Brutal.
Also, and I don't know, this is apparently just because apparently as much as GW hates you, Connor, GW hates Orion Wilfong even more because Gellerpox got nerfed too. So the one guy that plays Gellerpox, so they're Rust Emanations. Whenever a friendly Gellerpox infected Nightmare Hulk is operative is fighting, your opponent cannot retain results of 3 successes. So this is apparently a nerf to Gellerpox because Orion apparently pissed off GW. So
yeah, I hate to be on the receiving end of that, right? So
yeah, one dude who plays them and plays them well, and they just singled him out to nerf them before. I'm assuming Ryan's going to be at Worlds. So
yeah, he deserves to be, even if he didn't qualify previously. So
yeah.
So, any final thoughts on the balanced data slate, fellas?
I'm excited for it. I'm also really interested to see if we play it this weekend or not. So I'm wondering. So Greg's our head TO. Like I said, we're gonna have Sean and Zach. Sean worked on a FAQ for us. So if you're coming to the tournament, it's kind of his living document. He's been working on ever since Clash for FAQs for stuff. So there's an updated version of that through up until this one. So I'm wondering if Greg wants. And what do you guys think? Do you guys want this to be in effect?
God, no.
I will say, like, I'm really neither here nor there. I think it's like a pretty big shakeup right before an event, but like that's how it goes, especially now that we live in the era of live rules, right?
Yeah.
Like this is the downside of us going to an app to give us all our rules. So like I think that we take the negatives with the positives on that.
So Connor, here's the thing: you don't want it, but if it happens, your Vox screen gets nerfed a little bit. If it doesn't happen, you have to face fully buffed Canoptic Circle and Higher Tech Circle.
I'm fine with either of those. I don't expect to see Higher Tech. Canoptic, even with them nerfed, I still think they shit on Nemesis Claw. So it's not like the heal is what's breaking that team.
What's your biggest fear with them then? Let's talk about it.
I mean, you just can't kill anything on that team. Like the healing's annoying, but Nemesis Claw is like one of their big strengths is they just one tap pretty much everything, or like at least one action kills a model. Generally, a Melt-A-Gun can't reliably kill one of the Tomb Crawlers, and that is a bummer to say the least.
Yeah.
And the Geomancer, like same thing. Like I just so they're a team with more activations, and I can't one tap anything. Except maybe the Warriors, and even then, cool, he just gets back up at the end, so that's annoying. and they're just scary. Like you can't even melee most of their models to death because they have accurate too. Which, yeah.
I still think you would rather face. I still think your Vox Scream buff is, or excuse me, your Vox Scream nerf is better for you than facing those teams at full buff.
I mean, it doesn't change anything for those teams.
Yeah, I don't think it changes anything.
Yeah, like I still lose to those teams even with these nerfs.
I don't know.
Every
I mean,
team, the teams that are getting nerfed in this are teams I feel like Nemesis Claw already beats pretty well, or don't have a chance against regardless. Like, I'm not going to suddenly win against Canoptic Circle because they can't heal 3 billion health, you know? That team needs far more nerfs than that. Because, hell, I've been playing with that as is, like a house rule if they can only heal once. And it still doesn't make a difference. And then Herotech, like, I haven't played him as Nemesis Claw against, but, like, I just... whatever. Like, the kill op's nice, but I wasn't relying on kill op to beat Herotech in the first place. So that
CB's not playing anyway. So, he's only playing in the doubles.
Yeah. And I think like the Herotech nerf is really nice, but it doesn't affect my game plan going into that team really. Like maybe it should, but it doesn't. I would rather have a tool that's extremely powerful and been like a cornerstone of the team still be in the team itself versus now, hey, it doesn't work. And sure, I can plan around it not working, but I just like when things work regardless when I pay for them. I don't like loot box mechanics.
Agreed. Yeah, I think like the Vox Scream nerf is totally unnecessary.
Yeah. Or if it was necessary, then do it to the other mechanics similar to it, like the Phobos and Deathwatch on these scrambles or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the keeper of whatever it is for the mandrakes and the leader for sanctifiers.
Yeah, right? I don't even necessarily mind the mandrakes one because at least that's like specific to a guy, and like that one's fine. But yeah, the leader's like, "Fuck you, you don't get to activate." Is kind of annoying at times. Like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do here then? But yeah, I mean, overall, I think it's good that a lot of teams that needed buffs got one. Like, it's cool that both the dwarf teams and Casterkin, and I'm blanking on some of the other ones, but like some teams that need some help got some. Hunter Clay could have used some more. Definitely Battle Clade could have used some more because I don't think I see anyone except good old Barry playing Battle Clade. So I don't know. Yeah, speaking of Battle Clade, we had someone reach out and ask if we can get a Battle Clade expert on because they love the Sanctifiers video. So Zach, nice work with the Sanctifiers video. You got us a fan through that. Once we get a Battle Clade expert, we'll get them on the show. We got to find a Battle Clade expert because I don't.
Once there is a Battle Clade expert, if you are a Battle Clade expert, reach out with your qualifications and we'll give you an interview.
If you're a Battle Clade enjoyer, I don't know a lot of people playing that team.
Yeah, and let's not push it too far.
Yeah. And I think
I have some qualifications. Yeah. We are a very prestigious, very competitive podcast, you guys. So
I'm sorry. Are we on another podcast again? That ain't us.
I think we're the only podcast without a golden ticket.
Fuck,
Connor.
You can't put this pressure on me.
To be fair, Squad Games does not have one because they didn't.
Because they're too busy running events.
I guess just another Kill Team podcast. I don't think they do.
No,
does Travis not have one?
No,
Travis is. I think Travis is probably going to be the TO, but you also, Jason's got one. I'm sure.
Does he?
I'm sure he does. I feel like
probably. Yeah, I mean, like Jason's so good.
Ah, shit. Yeah. Wait, because Ben from Battle Brothers has one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ben's got one. You got Joe from Vox Scream has one.
I think,
they did pretty good at New York Open. Well done, boys.
I think it's questionable whether Cam from the Phobros has one. Shout out.
Yeah, they're a brand new one.
So yeah. We'll see.
Connor, help me, Connor Spaneth. You're my only hope.
So, anyways,
imagine me in a Leia get up too.
Ooh, that'll help. Well, I mean, you posted that sexy photo with the eye lamp on, and that's been doing it for me, Chuck.
Yeah, that was Sorry, okay. I know it's a safe for work Discord, but I apologize for posting that.
So. Yeah, at least flag stuff like that next time, please.
Yeah, my bad. So,
anyways, make sure you register for any events last minute at CascadiaTabletop.com. You can also check me out on Instagram at Lowbrow Minis, Chuck at Painting Cave Minis, Connor at Spanaway. Also pre-order shirts at dicethrower.bigcartel.com. I have some cool shirts. Yeah, I'm wearing All Our Bites Are Bastards long sleeve. We got the Cover the Earth one going up, or like going till the end of the month. Any leftover orb ones, because there are some extras that got printed from CRITCon, will be going up on the site after that. And then we got some other cool stuff. So, yeah, we love you. Good night.